Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the High School of St. Thomas More here in Champaign, Illinois for this afternoon's matchup between your La Salette Lions and the St. Thomas More Sabers. This is brother Dominic Savio alongside of Michael McCall. How you doing, Michael?
Good, brother, and how are you doing today?
Oh, just fine. Just fine. Looks like we got the starting lineups going here. La Salette Lions being called first, being the visitors. We got number 3, Manny Garcia, number 5, David Carlisle, number 10, Stephen Geister, number 12, Joseph McCall, and number 22, Henry Kroc, starting for the Lions. Now we're going to have the Sabers.
Your starting lineups for your St. Thomas More Sabers.
Sabers coming to this game 14 and 15 overall. First we have number 2, Patrick Hornstrom. Number 4, J.P. Hoffman. Number 5, David Hubbard. Number 13, Tyron Lee.
And number 22,
Parker Jackson. The Sabers are coached by Alex Anderson. Used to be the Lions coach. Coached La Salette Lions for 2 years, 2016-2017 and 2017-2018. So we're familiar with him.
Yes, and this is going to be a big game for the Lions tonight because, you know, he was our coach, and now we're back here playing his team. And this is also going to be a big game for the Sabers because if they win this, they'll be breaking 500.
Looks like we're just about ready to get started here. Manny Garcia going up against David Hubbard. Sabers win the tip-off. Hoffman with the ball. Over into the corner to Jackson. Back up to Lee. All the way over to the close corner to Hornstrom. Hoffman with the ball, being guarded by David Carlisle. Both teams played last night. Lions, as you saw, lost kind of a heartbreaker to
Gateway Legacy Christian Academy.
From US St. Louis. Both teams scoring on their first possessions here. St. Thomas More with the ball. Tyron Lee over to Hubbard. Stephen Geister closely guarding Hornstrom. Over to Hoffman. Three-point attempt by Hornstrom is no good, recovered by Garcia.
And this Lions defense in this first quarter, they're pretty strong. They're keeping the Sabers out from the paint, which is good because we've seen that the Sabers have been able to effectively attack the paint, so it's nice to see that the Lions are keeping them away from it.
The Lions are scoring on their possessions, which is what you want to see, especially this early in the game. Get those habits set early, right?
Yes.
Here we go, Sabers with the ball. Geister guarding Hoffman. Over to Jackson. Sabers passing the ball around. Three-point attempt by Lee is no good. Comes back out. There'll be a travel called there on number 13, Tyron Lee. The Lions basketball. Timeout called.
And the Lions, as I said, their defense has been strong, and it's shown right there. We were able to force a turnover by boxing out, and Henry Kroc was able to force the turnover on number 13, which is nice because he put a lot of pressure on him.
Lions just got to keep that up, keep moving strong. Lions up 4-2 right now. Just over 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Lions take the quarter ready to go. Sabers follow. Manny Garcia will be throwing the ball in for the Lions. Throws it to McCall. Back to Garcia. McCall going up the court on the far side. Pass is tipped away, recovered by the Sabers. Number 22, Parker Jackson. Throws it to number 32, Justin Green. Sabers now passing the ball around. Hubbard with the ball over to Lee. Back to Jackson. Back to Lee. Jackson with the ball, drives in, little layup there, 2 more points for the Sabers. Deister throws the ball up for Carlisle. Carlisle wasn't far enough up. Sabers recovered. Deister tips the ball away. Nice recovery there. Deister jumper, good. Lions 6, Sabers 4.
Steven Deister coming out hot tonight here. He has 4 points in the beginning of this first quarter. It's nice to see that from our small point guard, and it's showing that he is able to take full advantage of his size.
He's also very good with handling the ball. So if you could see from that over on the far sideline, he tipped the ball away. He was able to recover it and keep, good possession of it and just keep moving with it. That was good. Jackson with the ball to Lee. Lee shot was good for 3. Lions 9, Sabres 7. Carlisle to Kroc. Up to McCall. McCall, 3-point attempt, no good. Recovered by Hubbard. Throws it up to Lee. Lee with the ball. Throws it into Jackson. Back out to Lee. 3-point attempt is no good. Recovered by Green. Passes it over to Hubbard. Hubbard back to Green. His shot is no good. Kroc gets the ball, throws it up to Carlisle. Carlisle able to recover to McCall. McCall has to back out. And the ball is tipped out of bounds.
And the Lions right now, they really have to take advantage of when they are on offense, because we can see here both teams are scoring very frequently on their drives, and we really have to take advantage and move quickly to get the ball around, but we have to take our time in getting the ball to the basket.
It's good to keep the ball moving, keep our momentum up, keep our intensity up, but we don't want to get, too careless. Looks like there'll be a push there called on number 13, Tyrone. Carlisle with the ball. To Garcia. Garcia goes in. Shot up, no good. He's able to recover the ball to Deister. Deister with the ball near the center court line. Being guarded by Hoffman. Deister goes in to Garcia. Nice layup there for 2.
It does look like he is fouled on the shot, so he will go to the line for 1. And on that last play for the Sabres, it was a 10-second violation, so they weren't able to get it across the line in time, so that was the cause of the turnover.
Okay. Garcia's free throw is up and good. Sabres now with the ball. Jackson over to Hoffman. Hoffman drives in, passes it out to Kakinga. His shot is no good. Sabres keep the ball. Tyron Lee drives in, but he is fouled on the play. That foul is on number 22, Henry Krott. That's his first, Salette's first foul.
And Henry Krott, he is a man in the post, and he has to be conservative with his fouls. He did foul out, unfortunately, last night, and hopefully we'll be able to see him playing well in the post, but be conservative with his fouls.
It's never good to see one of our players foul out, is it? Manny Garcia. The foul called there on number 13, Tyron Lee.
However, the Lions, even though we have a few players sometimes fouling out, we are very good on drawing charges and taking fouls when it comes to around the third and second quarter, and so hopefully we'll see some of that action in this game.
David Carlisle throwing the ball in for the Lions. To Deister. Deister waiting for his offense to get set up. You see that nice ball handling there. Like that to develop. Carlisle with the ball. Back out to Deister on the far side. Back to Carlisle. Lions just passing the ball around the 3-point line right now. He tries to drive in. Carlisle, 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Kroc. Kroc goes up for 2. Lions 14, Sabres 9 with 2:45 left in the first quarter.
This was a nice rebound there by Henry Crott, as I heard Father Six saying earlier in the JV game, rebounding is all in positioning of the court and where you are, and you're to get that rebound, you just have to be in the right spot and box out.
It is something that we see the Lions having a little bit of difficulty with, is that rebounding. So hopefully they can keep up what they've been doing today and just do exactly what you saw Crott do right there. Be a foul called on the Sabers, number 5, David Hubbard. It's his first, team's third. Manny throwing the ball in to McCall. McCall back to Manny. Manny drives in, goes up for the shot. No good, gets his own rebound. Out to Crott. Crott not able to get the pass, and it will be Sabers ball. Seemed like Crott kind of hesitated there. He wasn't sure if the pass was for him.
Yes, and there was just a small miscommunication there, and we have seen in the past few games the Lions have had a strong communication on the court, and I would like to see a lot of that on the court tonight, because I think that was a very big reason why we won the game against the Clinton Maroons.
Need to keep up that communication and just keep moving forward, right? Garcia with the ball, coming up the court, drives in, shot up no good, not able to get his own rebound. Lee with the ball. Into Kakinga, who passes it out. Sammy Garcia with 2 points for the Sabers. Lions 14, Sabers 13, 1:40 left in the first quarter. Deister with the ball. Lions getting some offense set up here. Deister, nice ball handling, tries to go in. Has to pass it out to Carlisle. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Garcia of the Sabers. Pass it out to Hubbard. Hubbard goes up, and Manny Garcia draws a charge.
And there are those charges we were talking about. And a couple weeks ago, a few games ago, Manny Garcia was able to take 3 charges, which is a lot, and 2 of them were in the same quarter. So it's nice to see that he's able to sacrifice himself from getting hit on the court to take a blow for the team.
You have to make sure that your feet are set in order for it to be a charge. Seems to me that that's something that you got to be able to do really quick and be able to hold yourself in position.
You can't you can't be scared of getting hurt. Sometimes you see them crossing their arms, so the impact is not directly on their chest.
Any little flinch or slight movement of the feet, and the ref will call it a block.
And it will be a foul on your team.
Timeout called. 1:07 left here in the first quarter.
And I think that was a very good time for Manny Garcia to take a charge, because if he hadn't taken that charge, I believe the Sabres would have scored and taken the lead for the first time in this game, which wouldn't have been very good for the Lions, because I think it would have been a momentum breaker. But because of that charge that Manny Garcia just took, I think it was a momentum builder, which is always good, because coming into the second quarter soon, you always need that on your side.
Let's see what the Lions can come up with coming out of this timeout. Father Sick is acting as assistant coach for the Lions this afternoon, assisting Coach Spezia. David Carlisle throwing the ball in for the Lions. Not able to get it off in time. He'll be called for 5 seconds. Not able to get the ball off within 5 seconds. Deister tips that pass. The Sabres are able to recover it. 3-point attempt by Justin Green is no good. Sabres number 14 gets the rebound. Garcia with the ball. Manny Garcia almost able to get the rebound on that one. Nice tip there by Carlisle. Carlisle up, in, good. 2 more points for the Lions. Lions now with a 3-point lead with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lee with the ball, throws it out of bounds. Pass intended for number 23, Avery Hughes. Not able to get to him. Lions get the ball. Beister passes it over to Manny. Pass almost picked off. Manny able to recover it. Manny, nice drive in, and it's good. 2 points for the Lions. Lions with 18, Sabres 13. 5 seconds left. 3-point attempt is good for number 32, Justin Green, at the end of the first quarter. Lions 18, Sabres 16. So far, a close game. Lions have been in the lead the entire game. Good to see. We need to keep that up.
And right now for the Lions, our top scorer is Steven Deister with 4 points. And for the Sabres, Lee, number 13, he has 7. So, excuse me. I'm sorry, Manny Garcia with 5 and David Carlisle with 5. So they'll be our top scorers, not Steven Deister, excuse me there. But Lee will be the Sabres' top scorer with 7 points.
Lions take the court, ready to begin the second quarter. Lions looking to keep up this intensity and keep the lead. It'll be Lions basketball. Manny Garcia coming over to throw the ball in for the Lions. Garcia finds McCall. McCall into Crott. Crott passes it to Garcia. Garcia throws the ball up. He'll be fouled on the play.
And the foul is on the floor, so it was before Manny Garcia was going up to take the shot, so he will not go to the line.
Garcia with the ball. Violation there on the Lions. It'll be Sabres ball.
Looks like he moved his feet past the inbound line, causing a travel, so he'll return the ball over.
Sabres now with the ball. Manny Garcia intercepts that pass there. And he will be called for
carry. Excuse me, he put his hand under the ball, so that will be a carry on Manny Garcia. And we've seen the Lions defense so far in this first and beginning of the second quarter. It's really been strong. They've been able to jump the passes and steal, and I think really on this defense, we really need to close out the shooters because they've had some effective threes, which have really damaged us on the scoreboard. So I think we really need to close out on those three-point shooters.
You just saw one there by Justin Green, number 32 of the Sabres. Deister with the ball over to Manny Garcia. Nice little jumper there, and it is good for 2. Lions regain the lead, 20 to the Sabres 19. Lee with the ball over to Sammy Garcia. Justin Green back to Garcia. Garcia passes the ball over to Jackson. Back to Garcia. Sabres trying to get inside, not really able to. Sabres do eventually find Garcia on the inside, and Sabres put up 2 more points. Manny Garcia with the ball for the Lions. Over to Deister. Deister up near the center court line. Lions moving around inside. Deister able to find a lane, goes up, shot. It is good. Lions with 22.
And it's always nice to see Steven Deister with his size disadvantage being able to get into the paint and score with these tall players in the post, and usually drawing the foul, and hopefully sometimes that the ball goes in and he'll get an N1.
That's what he got right there. Deister will have 1 shot. And that shot is up and good. Lions have a 2-point lead now. 23 to 21. with 6:10 left here in the second quarter. Hendrickson with the ball. Pass almost tipped by Carlisle, but Lee able to regain it. Goes into Justin Green, who's able to put it up for 2. We have a tie game with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Deister with the ball. Dribbles around, goes up. Little shot there is no good. Garcia able to recover it over to Crott. Shot is up and good. It's nice to see the Lions scoring on most of their possessions here.
Yes, and it's going to be very essential for this game, especially since the Sabers are able to score on most of their possessions, and it's nice to see that we're able to take control of the court and come down and score on most of our offensive possessions.
I think the Lions need to focus on watching number 32, Justin Green, over here in this close corner on the left side of the court. He's been open there quite a few times, made 2 3-pointers from over there, plus a couple other attempts. Lions need to make sure on their defense that they're watching that corner, especially with him on the court. Lee with the ball, over to Garcia in that same corner. Garcia, 3-point attempt is no good. Rebounded by Green. There's Green there in his corner, but he's not able to get the shot off. Jackson goes up for the shot, and he will be fouled on the play. Foul will be on La Salette number 3, Manny Garcia. That's his first.
And that is also the Lions. That's their second team foul, and it will be the Sabres' 6th team foul. So the Lions really, they don't have a lot of fouls this game, which is nice to see because that means no players are in close to any danger of fouling out.
It's nice to see the foul count so low too, because we have those games where we found ourselves with 8, 9 fouls already at this point in the second quarter. So the Lions are definitely doing a good job keeping the foul count down. Garcia to Crott, shot up, no good, rebounded by Jackson. Up, he passed the ball up to Green, over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson, 3-point attempt is good. Sabres 26, Lions 25. Deister now with the ball. Calling the play. Lions getting their offense set up. Deister moving to the far side of the court, reverses it back over to Carlisle. Carlisle tries to drive in, passes to Deister, not able to get the pass. He tips it out of bounds. It will be Sabres basketball.
The Lions, they really need to concentrate on that. They need to make smooth passes because, as we've seen, the Sabres are able to consecutively score, and so we need to be able to make smart passes to be able to score ourselves.
Nice defense there by McCall. Ball being passed around. Hornstrom. Ball passed into Justin Green, who's able to put up 2 more points for the Sabres, who have now found themselves with a 3-point lead with 3:50 left here in the second quarter. Carlisle with the ball for the Lions. His pass is tipped away by Hendrickson. He goes up for an easy layup for 2 more points. Sabres now with a 5-point lead. Find themselves on a little bit of a run here. What are the Lions going to do to cut down that run and to put some more points on the board for themselves?
I think the Lions, usually in games, they'll get a burst of energy and they'll be able to use that, and then they'll lose it a couple minutes later. And I think that's what happened in this game. They had it at the beginning of the first quarter, they had it for the whole first quarter in the beginning of the second quarter, and now you don't really see it anymore. So hopefully we'll get that back.
Just a matter of getting out there on the court and getting the job done, right?
Yes. It's all in the fundamentals and the very first things you learn. You just have to do them precisely with the whole team.
Lions waiting for the Sabres to come out on the court to begin action again. Once again, Sabres with 30, Lions with 25, with 3:39 left in the second quarter. Garcia throws the ball into Deister. Crazies are here in full force, cheering on our Lions. Let's hope they can get them a little bit of momentum here. Carlisle into Crott, able to recover the pass, bobbles it a little bit though. Carlisle with the ball. Out to Deister on the far side of the court. Deister goes up. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Tyron Lee. Passes up to Justin Green, his shot is no good. Recovered by Hendrickson, who is able to put it up for 2 more points for the Sabers. Sabers are finding themselves still on that run here. What are the Lions going to do to stop it? Deister with the ball. Lions need to get some points on the board this possession. McCall on the far side of the three-point line. Into Garcia. Garcia goes up for the shot. He will be fouled on the play. He will go to the line to shoot 2.
And that is, we just saw Maynes Garcia's signature move when he's in the post. He'll fake a turn and spin around, and he usually catches the players off guard, and it will end up in a free basket or a foul because they didn't recognize it, and now they don't know what to do.
The foul was on at number 13, Tyron Lee. That's his second, the Sabres' 7th foul. Garcia's second shot is no good. Rebounded by Kornstrom. Passes it over to Tyron Lee. Lee attempts to pass it to Jackson. Intercepted by Carlisle, who goes up to finally put 2 points on the board for the Lions.
And that's David Carlisle's second steal of the game, which is right there. It's a very big play for us because we stopped the Sabres' 6-point run against our 0. So it's nice to have points on the board, especially coming from a steal.
Lee's shot is no good, tipped out of bounds. It will remain Sabres ball.
And it just shows what kind of mental game this is, especially as we saw after that steal. The Lions, their defense got a lot more aggressive, and they were stopping the Sabres from driving into the paint. Also, they were able to grab that rebound, and the Sabres sort of didn't have that same energy they had on that run.
So if the Lions can pick up that energy here. Hendrickson with the ball. Over to Kornstrom. Kornstrom drives in, passes it out. Pass recovered by Carlisle. Not able to do anything with it. Able to get it out to Deister. Deister at the top of the three-point line. Drives in the center. Pass it to Garcia. He goes up for the shot and is fouled on the play. See who this foul is on. Apologize for our angle. Because on number 2, Patrick Kornstrom. That's his first. Sabres 8th.
The Sabres really racking up these fouls. Lions haven't fouled, I don't believe, at all in the second quarter, which is nice to see because, as I said earlier, that means no players are close to any foul trouble.
Manny Garcia's first shot is good. Second shot is no good. Number 33, Connor Payton getting the rebound on that one. Justin Green goes up, his shot is no good. Lions get the rebound. Down by 4 with 1:47 left here in the second quarter. Deister over to Carlisle. Carlisle out to Garcia. Garcia drives in. Trying to find an open spot. Is able to get the shot off. Ball is tipped by Crott. Garcia gets it, passes out to Carlisle for 3 points.
And Carlisle really Carlisle's really having a good game tonight. He's already had 3 steals that converted into 6 points for us. He's already had 2 threes that have really come in clutch for the Salette Lions.
Now we just need to keep up that intensity. Obviously, the other team will get 2 points. Those 2 coming from Kornstrom on that drive. Lions need to keep their composure. Deister goes up, and he will be called for a charge on that one. That'll be, I believe, his first foul. Salette's third. Hendrickson with the ball for the Sabres. Passes it up to Hubbard. Hubbard over to Jackson. 3-point attempt by Kornstrom is no good. Lions able to recover the ball there as it bounces around a little bit. Under a minute now left here in the first half. Carlisle to Deister. Deister holding the ball for a couple seconds here, waiting for something to get set up.
It's a smart play by Steven Deister right there. because we know that we are only going to be able to get one shot at the basket, so we should take our time.
That shot is taken by Carlisle, missed, recovered by the Lions. Trot up for two. Nice recovery there by the Lions. Hornstrom with the ball. Tries to drive in. Lions are obviously going to try to steal it. It looked like there'll be a foul called. Number 12, Joseph McCall. 10.6 seconds left. That's McCall's first foul, Sallette's fourth. Ball going to be thrown in by David Hubbard. Hubbard throws the ball in. Jackson with the ball. Back to Hubbard in the far corner, being heavily guarded there. Hornstrom, three-point attempt is no good. Rebounded by Green. Tries to put the shot up, not able to get it, and that will be the end of the first half. Sabres do go into halftime with the 1-point lead, but it's still a very close game. Sabres with 34, Lions with 33. Both teams will head to the locker rooms, talk things over for a halftime break. We'll take a little break here too. We'll be back in a little bit to bring you second half action. This has been Brother Dominic and Michael McCall. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the High School of St. Thomas More for the second half of today's action between the St. Thomas More Sabers and your La Salette Lions. This is Brother Dominic Savio with Michael McCall. How are you doing, Michael?
I'm doing very well, brother, and just for a little stats update for the first half. Right now for the Lions, Manny Garcia leading us with rebounds. He has 6 rebounds first half. Also, he is our leading, and our leading scorer right now is David Carlisle. He has 10 points. For the Sabers, their leading scorer right now is number 32, Green. He has 10 points and 4 rebounds.
Sabers start off with the ball here in the second half. Number 32, Justin Green, dribbles the ball in, passes it out to Lee. Lee, three-point attempt, no good. Green gets the rebound. Passes it in to Parker Jackson. Looks like there will be a foul called there on number 12, Joseph McCall.
Also for the Lions, David Carlisle, he had 3 steals, which converted into 6 points for the Lions. So hopefully we'll see some more steals from the team, and especially David Carlisle.
It's good to see that intensity coming from Carlisle. Hopefully you can keep that up here in the second half. Green with the ball into Kornstrom. Shoots it up for 2 for the Sabers, who have 36 to the Lions 33. Joseph McCall with the ball. Over to Deister. Deister goes towards the center of the court. Lions trying to get something set up inside there. Deister over to McCall on the far side. Back to Carlisle towards the center. Deister now with the ball. Deister drives in, passes it to Crott. Crott puts 2 points on the board for the Lions.
That was a very nice pass for Steven Deister. All the Sabers were expecting him to go up for the shot, but he dumped it off to Henry Crott.
Manny Garcia will be called for a block there. Lions starting to put a couple fouls on the board early. It's not what we want to see. They need to cut that out. Play smart basketball.
Yes, especially since we saw the Sabers with 8 fouls in the first half. So
Kornstrom three-point attempt is no good. Crott will get the rebound. Deister throws the ball up to Carlisle. Carlisle passes it to McCall, to Deister. Back to Carlisle. Into Crott. Crott into Garcia. Ball is tipped away. Crott able to recover it. Goes back out to Deister. Deister trying to go in, not able to. Ball is tipped by Tyron Lee, but Carlisle is able to recover it. Lions need to put some points on the board here. Garcia with a nice little shot, no good. Nobody there for the Lions to get the rebound. Tyron Lee will get the ball for the Sabers, passes it up to Hubbard. Over to Green, back to Hubbard. Over to Jackson. Three-point attempt by Hubbard is no good. Bounces out of bounds. It will remain Sabers ball.
in this Sabers defense, they've really come out strong in this first half. And the Lions, they really need to work around that and get into the paint or get an open man for a 3, because we really need some points for some momentum right now.
Lions need to, keep up their good defense and keep the Sabers from scoring, as well as, being able to put some points on the board themselves, just like what you were saying. Hornstrom drives in, puts 2 more points on the board for the Sabers. Deister now with the ball. Passes it to McCall. Tries to get it to Crott, but it's too far away from him, and another turnover for the Lions. Parker Jackson throws it into Kornstrom. Passes it over to Lee. Lee, nice little shot there, but is no good. He will get the rebound. He'll be called for a charge there. As Crott was there at the bottom. Lee ran right into Crott. And Manny Garcia will throw the ball into Deister for the Lions. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Deister to Carlisle. Lions, it seems like on all their possessions, they start off by taking time, passing the ball around the 3-point line before they try to get somebody inside,
Yes,
before they're able to get somebody open inside.
Yes, and the purpose of that is to move the defense, get it disoriented. You need to pass the ball quickly so the defense is moving to all their new positions, and then you have an open lane for a man to drive into. And Coach Spacey is very strong on that, and he has been on that for the past season.
Number 20, Joseph Martin, coming in for the Lions, replacing number 12, Joseph McCall. Wild pass there by the Sabers, went out of bounds, so it'll be Lions basketball. Garcia throws the ball into Carlisle. Garcia bringing the ball up the center of the court, over to Deister. Across the court to Martin. Martin to Deister. Over to Carlisle here closer to us on the left side of the court. Carlisle over to Garcia. Garcia drives in, tries to get it to Crott. Ball is tipped away. There's a foul called. Looks like that'll be on number 22, Henry Crott of the Lions. Timeout called. 30-second timeout.
And right now, Tyreen Lee, he has 7 points for the Sabers, and he has 3 fouls. So he's close to getting into foul trouble, which is 4 fouls, and hopefully we'll be able to take some more fouls from him.
Lions find themselves with 3 fouls here in the third quarter. Sabers with 1. Sabers are up by 3, though, 38-35 on the Lions. Just under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Both teams come back out on the court. Be Sabers basketball. David Hubbard with the ball. Goes past Joseph Martin. Tries to get it over to Justin Green, but he's not able to get the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Manny Garcia throws it into Deister for the Lions. 3:45 left here in the third quarter. Deister to Joe Martin on the left side of the court. Opposite side of the court now to Carlisle. Deister with the ball. Got both Garcia and Crott in there for the Lions, trying to move around. Garcia moves out, gets the pass above the 3-point line. Garcia with some nice ball movement there, almost loses it, gets it to Joe Martin. Joe Martin being heavily guarded there, puts the pass up, not able to get it in, no foul. Hornstrom with the ball, goes past Garcia, shot is no good. And it will be brought out of bounds by Justin Green as he tried to save the play there, but was not able to.
And now that the Lions, that we've taken 2 charges, meaning the Sabers have fouled us twice on charges, it's nice to see that the Sabers, that now they're scared of going into the paint and they're trying to evade it, and that causes them to miss layups. So it's also another advantage of taking a charge.
The Lions got to keep up that intensity there on the inside, guarding the inside of the lane when they're on defense. Deister with the ball. Nice little drive there off the backboard, no good. Lions are not able to recover, so it'll be Sabres ball. Hornstrom over to Hubbard. Hubbard puts the ball up for 2 points for the Sabres. Sabres now with a 5-point lead with 2:30 left in the third quarter. Lions having a little bit of trouble putting points on the board right now. And the Sabres are able to put the ball in. Carlisle to Garcia. Gets it, tries to get it to Crott. And it'll be La Salette basketball.
Looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication there on the court. They thought it was white ball, but it was actually blue ball.
Waiting to see who's going to throw the ball in. Joseph McCall will throw the ball for the Lions. McCall to Martin, out to Deister. Opposite side of the court, back to McCall. Garcia with the ball inside. Puts the ball up, no good, recovered by Joyson Kakinga. Hubbard into Green, puts the ball up for 2 more points for the Sabres. Sabres now with a 7-point lead. Lions not able to get points on the board right now. Having a little bit of trouble with that, and the Sabres have been playing good offense. Deister with the ball. Up at the top of the 3-point line. Over to Crott on the left side. Back out to Deister. Deister tries to drive in, not able to get anywhere. Tries to get it to Joe Martin. Pass a little too high for Martin, and the ball go out of bounds. It will be Sabres basketball.
And one of the reasons the Lions aren't able to score on offense right now, it's because it looks like they're really forcing plays. They're forcing it into the basket. They just have to let it run smoothly, find an open man, and see him and pass the ball to him so he has an easy layup right there. We're just forcing it too much right now.
Seems like generally speaking, the Lions have trouble in the third quarter. If there's a quarter that, we could point to as generally being not a good quarter for the Lions, it would be the third quarter. Seems like they always have trouble coming back out after that halftime break.
Yes, we've seen them come out with big leads and a lot of energy coming out from that second quarter, and they come out in the third quarter and they just don't have that same energy that they had, and it takes them a little bit to pick it up, and hopefully it's not too late for them to pick it up, and right now it definitely is not. Hopefully they'll be able to pick it up soon, though.
Sabres with the ball. Kakinga out to Hubbard, over to Kornstrom. Kornstrom drives in, puts a shot up, no good. Kakinga with the rebound. Garcia with the ball. Shot up, no good, recovered by Manny Garcia of the Lions. Almost loses it. He will be fouled on the play. The foul will be on 0, Joyson Kakinga. That's his first. Sabres' second of the half. Deister with the ball now for the Lions. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Manny Garcia, shot up, no good. Not able to get the rebound. Joe Martin tries to recover it, but he will go out of bounds, and it will be Sabres basketball. Nice effort there by Joe Martin to recover the ball, but unfortunately he is not able to. Kornstrom into Hubbard for the Sabres. Pass tip there by Garcia. Lions able to get 2 points on the board there. 42-37, Sabres in the lead. Lions need to keep up that momentum, that intensity, keep the Sabres from scoring, and close that lead even more here before the end of the third quarter. Let's see if they can do that. Kakinga with the ball. Now Hubbard. Hubbard tries to get it to Kornstrom. Pass a little too high there, but he's able to recover it, and Manny Garcia will foul Kornstrom as he went up for the shot.
And Manny Garcia, he's been saying lately that he was wanting to dunk the ball before the season ends, and we're hopefully waiting for a fast break by him so he's able to get an open lane and dunk.
I think right now, being down by 5, would be more important just to make sure that we get the ball in the basket. First shot for Kornstrom is up and good.
And I do believe that foul was on Henry Crott, his third.
Kornstrom's second shot is good. Lions need to get some points on the board here. Carlisle with the ball. Having a little bit of trouble there, being heavily guarded. The pass is tipped away, but Garcia able to recover for the Lions. Pass once again tipped away by number 14, Bumba. Hubbard. Shot up, no good. Be a foul there. That foul is on number 3, Manny Garcia of the Lions. So Hubbard will go to the line to shoot 2.
And that will be Manny Garcia's third foul, so one more foul and he's in foul trouble. So hopefully he'll be able to keep those fouls conservative along with Henry Crott, our 2 main post players.
Hubbard's first shot is no good. 1.9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hubbard's second shot is good. Gives the Sabres a 7-point lead. Pass up to Joe Martin. Joe Martin's shot, no good. As time expires for the third quarter. Sabres 45, Lions 37. Sabres have themselves a little bit of a lead here that the Lions have to work on closing up.
Yeah, I agree with you. And in this fourth quarter, the Lions, they really can't just get, not dejected, but they can't lose that energy that they had. They have to come out strong, realizing that it's still a very close game. I believe it's only an 8-point game right now, and it's still very close. Close in reach for the Lions. They just have to come out with strong energy, be ready in the mind, and be able to come out and play in this fourth quarter. Right now for the Sabres, their top scorer is still number 32, Justin Green. He has 12 points. For the Lions, it is David Carlisle it is Manny Garcia with also 12 points. And he is our leading rebounder with 7 rebounds. So Manny Garcia having a strong night for the Lions tonight. Or excuse me, this afternoon, you would say.
Let's hope he can keep that up here in the fourth quarter as we begin action again here. Garcia into Deister. Over to Carlisle on the far side of the court. Returns it to Deister. Garcia now. Back over to Carlisle. Carlisle almost loses the ball, able to recover it. He will be called for double dribble. Another turnover for the Lions. Lions do not need those turnovers right now, being down here at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yes, we have to be connecting with each other on the court right now. We have to know where each other are.
Hubbard with the ball for the Sabres. Into Lee. Over to Garcia on the far side of the court. His three-point attempt is no good. Recovered by Hubbard. There'll be a foul called against the Lions as Hubbard went up for a shot, but the shot was blocked. That foul was on number 12, Joseph McCall. His third, Salette sixth.
And that's 3 fouls on each. Manny Garcia, Henry Crant, and Joseph McCall, 3 of the starters. So hopefully they'll be able to get the foul situation under control and not foul out this game.
First shot is up and good.
And for the Lions, their foul situation is hard because other teams, they might have a lot of fouls, but they usually have a big bench. And the Lions, they really don't have a very large bench compared to other teams. And so most of the starters will get a lot of fouls and foul out in the end of the fourth.
You know, you were just talking about the bench situation we saw last night with Gateway. They were able to switch out 5 players at a time almost consistently. Lions, unfortunately, not able to do that. Sabres with the ball now. Kornstrom tries to go up. There'll be a foul there. Number 22, Henry Crott. That'll be his 4th foul, Salette 7th. Crott finding himself in foul trouble here with 6:59 left in the fourth quarter. Not good. Kornstrom goes to the line to shoot 2.
And being in foul trouble, it doesn't just mean that you're going to soon foul out. It means that you're not going to be as aggressive because you don't want to foul out. You're not going to be jumping in there and swatting at balls. You're not going to be grabbing the rebound as aggressively as you were because that's always in the back of your mind that you're close to fouling out of the game. So that's also a disadvantage for having so many fouls in the second half.
Kornstrom's second shot is no good. Recovered by Justin Green, who's able to put it up for 2 more points for the Sabres as they now have a 12-point lead. This isn't what we wanted to see here at this point in the game. Crott with the ball, drives in, and he puts it in for 2 for the Lions. 10-point game now with 6:39 left.
And I do believe that is those are the first points scored in the fourth quarter by the Lions. And you know, it's been 2 minutes since the fourth quarter has begun, and we've only scored 2 points, so we really need to pick up on that scoring lead, especially since the Sabers are now in the bonus.
David Carlisle picked up his first foul of the game. La Salette's 8th foul. Hubbard goes to the line. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Next shot was no good. Lions were able to recover it. Deister with the ball. Carlisle, three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Joseph McCall. Ball is tipped away. Garcia gets it. His shot up and no good. Rebounded by David Hubbard. Foul there on David Carlisle. Looked like there was a charge call. That would be a call on the Sabres number 5, David Hubbard.
That is his third team foul, so he is coming close to foul trouble.
Crott with a shot. No shot. Be Lions ball. Manny Garcia goes over to throw it in.
And it does look like their number 5, he shoved Manny Garcia down in the paint, so there would be a foul on the floor, and the points by Henry Crott would not count, so it will just be Lions ball.
Ball passed into McCall. Passes it across the court to Crott. Into Garcia. Passes it back out to Carlisle. Over to McCall. Three-point attempt. No good. Rebound tipped away by Crott. Lions put the ball up for a shot. No good. Tipped out of bounds. And number 5, David Hubbard. It will remain Lions basketball.
And the Lions, you can really see them getting aggressive now, realizing that they really need to put points on the board and grab those rebounds whenever they're loose. And it's nice to see that they're actually doing that and finding loose rebounds.
Crott puts a shot up. No good. Manny Garcia will be called for a travel as he went to the ground with the ball. So the Sabres will get the ball out of bounds. Lions find themselves in a 10-point hole right now with 5:47 left in the game. Kornstrom into Hubbard. Back over to Kornstrom. Now Hubbard with it again. Jackson goes in. He will be called for a charge. So it'll be Lions basketball now. 5:39 left in the game. Lions have a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of.
And the Lions, with their big height disadvantage usually in games, it's nice to see because Coach Spezia really is on top of the subject, but taking charges, which we have seen quite a few charges taken by the Lions in past games. So it's nice to see that they're really working on what Coach Spezia has been telling them to.
Crott puts 2 more points on the board for the Lions. Carlisle looking to play some good defense there to get the ball away, not able to. Sabres regain the ball. Hubbard over to Lee. Shot up, no good. Recovered by Kornstrom. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard not able to get the ball. Joseph McCall recovers it. Lions basketball. It's nice to see that defense there. McCall able to recover it. Now the Lions have another chance at offense to put some more points on the board. Carlisle over to Crott on the far side. Crott tries to drive in. Not able to get anywhere, so passes it back out. Deister with the ball up top. Throws it into Garcia. Garcia to Crott. Crott up, no good. Rebounded by Parker Jackson. So many missed opportunities on offense. And then Kornstrom goes and puts the ball in for the Sabres to make it once again a 10-point lead with 4:20 left in the game. McCall passes it to Crott, but he will be blocked, so a foul on the Sabres. Looked like there was just a technical called. I'm not quite sure who that was on.
It does look like there was a technical on number 22. I believe he was talking back to the referee. So Steven Deister will go to the line for 2, and it will be Lions ball.
Deister's first shot is up and good. Looked like that call was on number 2.
22, I believe. Or I believe 22 Jackson.
Deister made his shot. It'll remain Lions basketball. Garcia gets the ball at center court. Deister with the ball. Lions only down by 8 now. McCall into Garcia. And there will be a call for a push right there. Sabers are not happy about that call. The Lions need to take advantage of getting the ball back. Garcia with his free throws here put some more points on the board for the Lions.
And for that last play, number 2, he was fouled by a push in the back, and number 22, Jackson, did not like it and was talking back to the ref, and that's what the technical is for.
Garcia's shot was no good. Carlisle will be called for a push there. 4:04 left in the game.
And the Lions now in the double bonus, so the Sabers will be going 2 for 2. So, and however, the Lions will be in the bonus, but we will only be going for a 1 and 1.
Hubbard's first shot is good. Second shot is also good. Lions once again find themselves down by 10 with 4 minutes left in the game. Garcia with the ball. Lions moving around. Deister gets Garcia's pass. Deister over to Garcia on the far side of the court, and there will be a timeout called by the Lions with 3:45 left in the game.
And I do believe that timeout was called by Spezia to talk to the team, because the Lions usually have a slow-paced game. They don't really work fast around the court, and right now with just 3 minutes and 4 minutes left in the game, they can't be taking this game slowly. They need to have a fast-paced game and be controlled, but still play a fast-paced game.
Let's hope they can come out and do that here after this timeout. The Sabres got on a little bit of a run there, able to build up their lead significantly. Lions, every time the Lions try to come back, they put a few points on the board, and the Sabres are able to come right back. Once again, bring it to a 10-point difference in the score. Lions need to get their defense going, and then they've also had quite a few possessions where they have not been able to put points on the board. So that's definitely the difference in the game right now. Both teams take the court. Lions basketball. Garcia throws the ball into Deister. Deister goes in, back out to Carlisle. Deister once again with the ball. Carlisle three-point attempt, no good. And it will go out of bounds. It will be Sabres basketball with 3:28 left. David Carlisle going out of the game. Joseph Martin coming in to replace him. Tyron Lee with the ball for the Sabres. He's able to dribble it through. Justin Green with the ball now for the Sabres. Over to Bumba. Bumba puts a three-point attempt up, no good. Manny Garcia able to recover for the Lions. He goes in to Deister. Deister up for 2. 3 minutes left here in the game. Lions down by 8.
Looks like Steven Deister trying to steal the ball there, but it goes out of bounds, so it will be Sabres ball again.
Hubbard over to Green, into Jackson, back out to Lee. Lee over to Hubbard on the far side, into Justin Green, who's able to put it up for 2 more points for the Sabres. Sabres 55, Lions 45 with 2:40 left in the game. Crott with the ball on the far side of the court for the Lions. Back out to Deister. Deister being guarded by Lee. He's able to get through and put 2 points on the board for the Lions now. Lee with the ball being guarded by Joe Martin. Out to Hubbard. Hubbard over to Green, over to Bumba in the far side of the court. Be a foul called on number 10, Steven Deister.
And since the Sabres are in the double bonus, they will be going to the line for 2 shots. And right now, since the Lions are down, when they score on offense, they need to hustle back on defense and get ready for the Sabres to come down, because as we've seen, these Sabres are able to come down and score. So we really need to be aggressive on defense and prevent them from scoring.
First shot was good. Second is no good. Manny Garcia gets the rebound. Lions down by 9. Deister to Crott. Crott goes in. His shot is blocked, and the Sabres will recover it. Green. Layup there is no good. Rebounded by Bumba. His shot is no good. And Joseph McCall will be called for a push there, as Tyron Lee had the ball. But McCall pushed him out of bounds.
And that would be Joseph McCall's 4th foul. Sorry, that foul is on Manny Garcia, the board is saying. That will be his 5th foul, so he will foul out on the game, or out of the game, excuse me.
Tyron Lee going to the line to shoot. His shot, first shot is no good.
You know, the Lions, when they're coming off of offense, they have a nice press, and it's nice to see that they're pressing the Sabres to prevent them to try to have a turnover. We haven't seen many turnovers on the press. We've seen a couple of steals, but hopefully we'll be able to see this press do some work and get some steals off of it.
Lions with the ball. Joseph McCall tries to pass it, but the ball will go out of bounds. It'll be Sabres basketball with 1:32 left. There'll be a timeout called, full timeout. Second game in a row where the Salette player has fouled out, as we were talking about earlier. Henry Crott fouled out last night, Manny Garcia now this afternoon. Don't want to see that. Lions were doing well with the fouls in the first half, but now in the second half, building up the fouls pretty quickly.
This will be the 12th, or the Lions have 12 fouls right now, and the Sabres have 8. Sabres haven't really fouled in a while. It's not always nice to see, because we need to be taking fouls right now and be going to the line, especially since we're in the bonus, because no matter where we are in the court right now, if we're fouled, we're going straight to the free throw line. And the Lions are especially good at free throws. We're consecutively able to make free throws, and it's nice to see that, because that comes in very good. That comes in handy during tight games.
Lions do still have themselves in a 10-point hole right now. See what they can do to try to close it up as much as possible. Hubbard into Lee. Lee being double guarded there by Carlisle and Deister, but still gets the pass off. Green over to Bumba. And there will be a foul called on the Lions.
And it does look like the foul is on Steven Deister, I believe his third of the game.
Foul is on number 5, David Carlisle.
Oh, sorry, yes. That will be the 13th foul of the Lions.
Shot was no good. Jump ball will be called. The Lions basketball. Joseph McCall throws the ball in for the Lions to Deister. 1:15 in the game. Deister tries to go in, not able to. Back out to McCall. Carlisle with the ball at the top of the three-point line. Drives in, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Kornstrom. And less than a minute left in the game now. Sabers with the ball. Joe Martin guarding Kornstrom. Bumba over to Green. Lee with the ball to Kornstrom inside. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Second shot is no good. Crott able to get the ball. Lions got one more possession here. McCall with the ball. And the ball will be thrown away.
Does look like there's a blocking foul. Or Henry Crott, when he was on the ground, it looks like he was shoved by the Sabers, so that'll be the Sabers' ninth foul, so Henry Crott would go to the line for 1-on-1.
Crott shot is no good. Rebounded by Kornstrom. Hubbard to Green. All the way across the court to Garcia, to Lee. Three-point attempt is no good. Rebounded by Joseph Martin. Time winding down here. Deister with the ball. Tipped away by Lee. Sabers recover it. Kornstrom goes up, puts 2 more points on the board for the Sabers. 5 seconds left in the game. Lions down by 12. Deister with the ball. Last shot up and no good, and the Lions will lose 59-47 here at the High School of St. Thomas.